It looks like a bee sting, but I don't even know when it happened. They're looking at me. Oh man, I'd feel much different right now if I were properly hydrated. Hi, it's hiking day. I have not done this in a couple months, I think. So it's about time. Unfortunately, there are people here. I'm super, super pumped. Let's go. This is gonna be fantastic. The only problem is I do not have a map. Normally, there are maps in there, and I do not have one. So that's fine. I'm glad I've been here before. The weather today, you almost couldn't ask for better. I mean, it's gonna get up to 80 degrees right now. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. Patchy skies, a little breezy right now. It's perfect. This is the Southern Blue Hills segment of the Ice Age Trail. And I think out of all of the segments that I hiked earlier this year, because I hiked a whole bunch of them, this one was my absolute favorite. And part of the reason for that is because there's so much variety in the trail itself. Today, we're looking at about 12 miles. We'll see how that goes. It's been a couple months since I've been out and done a long distance hike. And I'm so excited. I mean, just look at this. We are in nature. Right now, there's nobody else around. And the best part is, I'm not even getting eaten alive by bugs. Coming up on one of the first spectacles of this trail. Just kind of peeking out of the woods here. There you go. It's just a gorgeous spot. Just a gorgeous spot back here. So I do this a lot, actually. I'll bring a walking stick because walking stick is a great thing to have. But if I'm trying to walking stick and film at the same time, it can get a little frustrating. Okay, this here, when I hiked this earlier this year, was another one of my favorite parts. Love this a lot. Oh, and it's even better now. It's a train track. Check it out, fam. I want a train to come really badly right now. I also just want to, you know, follow the train track. Also, I've heard that you can tell if a train is coming by holding your ear to the track. I don't hear anything. These little things here, these mark private land. There's a sign up there for private land. This is a way so that if they've got cattle or something in there, then people can get in and out, but animals and such can't. So, as soon as you cross into private property, it's like, be respectful of the trail, don't leave your garbage. Obviously don't do that anyway, but now really don't do it. Otherwise, you could get in serious trouble. See, this up here is what I was talking about. You just kind of bust out and there's somebody's field right out here. There's just some old broken down cars over here. Just kind of sitting here. Another property line coming up. I don't know, I really like that they did this because these little things here are just so much fun to climb over. They're just so much fun to climb over. Just like, Now this next bit is interesting because I'm pretty sure it is used as pasture. And the reason I think that is because you start, I can't see any right now, but yeah, here we go. Right here. That, my friends, is an old cow pie. There's another one right there. So there are obviously There's obviously cattle traffic back here. When we started right off of the highway, the elevation was a lot lower, and so you had lots of big puddles because we've got all that rain recently. There was more bugs, and the wind wasn't moving as much, but now we're higher up. And so the ground is less soggy, and there's more of a palpable breeze. It's just so gorgeous back here. And there's more water right back down there. There's a little, I don't know if that's a river or a lake or what, but it's so beautiful. I'm so happy I'm doing this today. Okay, coming up next here, this is a fun bit. And you'll see in a second, this just total change of scenery. And this threw me off the first time I hiked through it, because I was like, wait, did I make a wrong turn? Like, are we good? And then you stumble across this. This is just an open field back here. And then there's this thing here that almost, you look at it and you're like, whoa, that's cool. But then you think also, what does it mean? You know, does it mean death ahead? Does it mean warning? There's a cult here, stay out. Stuff like that, it's probably fine. You just follow the yellow blazers. Next one is right here. And it's got an arrow right here pointing that way. And then we go that way. And the scenery changes again. And I love it. Okay, I think we're gonna take a breather here for a second. I'm actually gonna take some time to show you kind of what the loadout is for today. So I've got my Carhartt backpack with me. I tried to do the smaller Osprey like day pack, but it wasn't big enough. Couldn't fit everything with me. Just kind of the basics. Of course, we got food for later. Brought the hammock just in case I do get to the point where I need to get off my feet and set that thing up. Also have the bug net for the hammock. This is a head net for bugs, and haven't used it yet. It's brand new. Hopefully I won't have to today. I guess we'll find out. Just kind of some of the basics. Brought the poop shovel today. Ibuprofen, sunglasses, some extra bandanas and such. Of course, bug spray. And then toilet paper. This is super nice because it's an entire roll of toilet paper, but without the cardboard center. So it's a whole roll of toilet paper, and it's nice when you have to poop. Let's see, water purification tablets, and then we got extra batteries for the camera, extra camera in case we run out of batteries. That's the GoPro, and that is kind of the gist of it. It is such a gorgeous day, you guys. I can't even. This was just such a good day for hiking. I found a cow hoof or a horse hoof or something. I was like, no, it's just a rock, right? No, that's definitely a hoof. Something died back here. Oh, there's the cows. I found the cows. See? It's more cows. I hope they have them fenced off from the trail, because I don't... Cows are scary. Like, I've always been scared of cows. There's another cow pie. That is really fresh. Okay, I'm actually getting a little nervous here, folks. I don't want to run into a cow. Wait a minute. I'm still on the trail, right? And this is the trail. Yeah, yeah, you just have to follow the yellow blazings, the yellow blazies, and there's one right there. So we're good. We're still on the trail. Okay, this up here, this is, get away from the camera, is one of the best parts of this entire segment. You're in the woods, and again, you come out into this clearing. You just kind of come out here, and it's pasture, and obviously in the summertime, it is so much more beautiful. Okay, I am definitely in with the cows right now. Yeah, there's no fence or wire or anything between the trail and the cows. Hi. This is terrifying. You're just in with the cows. I'm scared of cows, okay? They're looking at me. I'm so excited about this area, but now I'm just like trying to sneak through the cow pasture because I'm freaking scared of cows. I think we're safe for the moment. The hilltop kind of hides my view from the bovines. It's just so gorgeous back here. Oh, I love it. And yeah, the cows are far enough away. There's one over there. He's just kind of chilling, so we're not bothered by him. That's a dam right up there, and you can see a pond or lake, you know, right behind it. And this flows down, comes underneath the culvert, and heads out to the cow pasture. This spot right here, it's just, I can't stress this enough. It was gorgeous when I came here back in March or whenever it was. Everything is fully grown, and it's green and blue and beautiful, and oh my goodness. We needed this today. I'm so flabbergasted I can't even speak right. We needed this today, guys. We needed this so bad. I'm in heaven right now. That's something that I've thought about as I come and I hike these trails. There's just this base, almost instinctive desire every human being has to escape, to come to an undisturbed paradise that's away from the world, it's away from distractions. And I think that in every human being, the reason for that is because we all long for heaven. Even if you're not a believer, even if you don't know Jesus, we all long for heaven. Because then I think about heaven, and then I think, well, if God is creating a new heaven and a new earth, would he not make it even better than this one? And would we not be able to explore it and hike its trails? Get out and do this. Get out and enjoy God's creation. Take breaks, take rests, take vacations, but don't forget that the longing we have for perpetual paradise, I think we all just want heaven. Anyway, that's my TED Talk for the day. Here's another one. Get away. Don't disturb me. I'm crossing into new territories. Yes, we continue on. We continue forward. Those are so much fun. I love them. You're just walking through dense, cool, shaded woods. I saw a deer cross the trail just not too far back that way. It's just so pleasant. And the difference in the seasons is in the sounds. You can hear the bugs, you can hear the birds. There's more squirrels and chipmunks rustling around. You can smell all the plants, the grass, and the wet ground, as it rained not too long ago. It seems like it rained last night even. I'm gonna put the camera away for a little bit, just enjoy this. All right, well, we're still kind of fighting the horseflies, but we busted out of the woods, and that trail kind of stayed the same for a little bit. We're now out in a little clearing. It's pretty marshy, so, you know, lower elevation, and we've got more bugs and stuff flying around. Oh my goodness, the lake. The lake. The lake is here. The lake is here. Ready? It's wild to me how much different it looks in the summer. I mean, I have pictures, I could probably pull one up right now, throw it in the video, but I've got pictures of when I came here before, back whenever that was, and just how different this place looked. And how it's all grown up. The lake actually looks smaller now that everything is grown up around it. You got your lily pads out there. Some, you know, actual lilies. Oh, it's so gorgeous, you guys. So gorgeous. There must be farmland nearby. I can hear a tractor or something. The section coming up that goes through some pretty thick woods. Well, it's about 10 after 11. Tripodometer right now reads 294. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, now you can see it. So almost 3 miles, which means if we're skipping that last like dirt road section of the trail, we've got, let's see, about 3 more miles to go, I would say. And then the whole thing all the way back. It's so hard to leave a spot like this, so hard. All right, let's keep moving. I hate itching. I hate itching so bad. I do not want to itch, which is why another thing that we have with us today are not 1, but 2 containers of anti-itch cortisone. This is a lifesaver when it comes to bed bug bites, mosquito bites. But this right here is a little bridge. This water is also super clear, so if I wanted to fill up my water bottle, this would be a good spot to do it. But I know of another spot that's up ahead too, so I might wait until then. Yeah, I almost walked into the huge spider web there. And like, this thing is impressive. Like, it's spanning both sides of this trail. And I would feel super bad if I destroyed it. So we're obviously not gonna destroy it. I'm gonna see if I can just go like, whoop. There you go. You're welcome, pal. Another super marshy area. I remember this was gorgeous in the wintertime. It's pretty cool in the summertime too. But much more soggy. I mean, look at this here. We kind of got to slosh through all of this. Thankfully, there's someone put some sticks down so we don't fall into the mud and die. Yeah, this is really deep, actually. Oh goodness. Oh man. Yeah, that was full submersion right there. That is deep and wet. Very marshy out in here. My thumb hurts. I wonder if I got stung by something. Well, a second ago, y'all saw me rubbing my thumb like I got stung, and turns out I did. Yeah, see that? That little, the white spot with the dot in the middle? Totally got stung by something. It looks like a bee sting, but I don't even know when it happened. Whatever that was, it was big. Well, I only went to the ER for a bee sting once. It stung me right on my eye, and I swelled up everywhere, got hives. I have a first aid kit, but if I die, well, it'll be fun. I need to see if I have something in my first aid for bee sting. Because it's like, it's fine, it's just throbbing. I wonder if I should put something on it. I put some cortisone on the bite, or on the sting, and I think it's doing okay. I'm keeping an eye on it. It's still kind of throbbing, but what I'm watching for is if I start to itch anywhere else, or if there starts to be excessive swelling, and I think I'm okay. Yeah, look at how marshy this is. This is super wet. I mean, we are down low in a valley, so yeah, this is just non-stop wet. Icky ooey gooey. Goodness, this is swelling up. Oh my gosh. Look at how much it's swelling. Look how much it's swelling up. It's been probably 5 minutes and I don't feel like I'm being covered in hives. So that's good. That's a good sign. So we'll just keep slogging through and hopefully get out of this alive. I think we finally got out of it. Oh, yes. Oh, we're done with that section. Oh, that section is nasty. There we go. Another change of scenery. Ice Age Trail. That's us. We're up a little bit higher. The ground is dry and more firm. There's a little bit more of a breeze. My thumb, on the other hand, is extremely swollen right now. It's really bad. See if I have anything on the first day that's supposed to help with the bee sting. It's Mount Everest. I have a mountain on my thumb. I think we'll just take a little breather right here. See that? Look at the difference. Yeah, wow. That's, he got me good. That was a really good sting. It's a little after noon. I've been hiking for 2-ish hours, I think. And the trip odometer says we've gone about 5 miles. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, 5 miles. Hiking all the way back would get me 10 miles. That's not too bad. I might just be happy with that. So I just opened up my first aid kit, and one of the first things I see is a sting relief pad. See how this thing works. Oh, it's so hard to use that thumb. I can't hardly bend it. Oh, that was a good sting. There we go. Sting relief. That is the first time I've ever had to get out the first aid kit. Peanut butter filled pretzels and raisins. So tasty. Oh. Oh. Mm. Mm. I think I'm just gonna chill out here for a little bit longer and then just head back. I don't know, I think 10 miles is plenty. Thank the Lord for first aid kits. I didn't even know that this was in there, so I'm very happy about that. I won't use the camera as much on the way back because, well, you've kind of already seen all of it. We'll probably stop at some point to fill up my water because I'm gonna need more than what I've got. And I'll still have to wait about 40 minutes for the purifying tablets to do their thing. This is Sam Stuff Studios. Thanks for being here. We do stuff like this. And join for the next one. Subscribe, leave a comment, and if you have any experience with the Ice Age Trail, anywhere, I'd love to hear from you. I'm just now entering into the really boggy woods. So this is the really not fun part. Like, if this were not an out and back hike, I wouldn't have to do this again. But I do. So here we are. It's not gonna be very much fun. But yeah, I'm gonna put the camera away for this one, just get through it as fast as I can. And we'll catch up in a second. I don't know, it was kind of fun sloshing through that again. It also just showed off the integrity of my waterproof hiking boots. I mean, my feet are completely dry, and a lot of the mud and puddles and the yuck in there is ankle deep. So, props to my boots. Once we get to the lake, we'll fill up the water bottle and keep trucking. You remember that spider web that I passed by on the way out? And I was like, I went through all the work of respecting the spider and not breaking the spider web. We're obviously not gonna destroy it. I'm gonna see if I can just go like, whoop. Well, hiking back just now, I totally just plowed my face right through it. And I feel really bad. That spider worked so hard to make its little nest, and I was just a doofus and messed it up. Butterflies! We are here at the lake by this little stream I saw earlier on this little bridge, and we're going to fill up our water bottle, get some water purification going here. It's so bright I can't see the camera. So this is coming right off the lake here. This is actually quite clear running water. That's ideal for these purification tablets. You want it to be clear and running if possible. Now stagnant water will work, but you run more of a risk of all the bad bacteria that you really don't want. Okay, and actually, you know, a lot of times, you know, you'll get water and then you'll put it in the container and you can see the silt and the dirt and stuff. That is surprisingly clear for how it shows up in a container. Yeah, okay, but obviously we're still gonna purify it because it needs to be safe to drink. I gotta make sure I remember the directions on these things. Remove the aqua tab from its packaging. This one here. Just a tiny little thing. Tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. You just plop that right in there. Now it says shake it for 10 minutes, but if I just put it in my backpack and keep trucking, well, that's gonna naturally shake up the water for me. And there we have it. So in about 40 minutes, I will have clean drinking water. Put the camera away and we'll touch base again in a bit. Well, this here is kind of the tough bit of the hike. I've been going for at least 6 or 7 miles at this point. It's really not the physical exhaustion. Right now it's the dehydration. I didn't plan out the water very well. And so I've still got about 20 minutes or so before I can get at the water that's currently being filtered out in my backpack. Also, hand isn't very comfortable. The stuff you see on it is mud. Put some mud on it to try and cool it down a little bit. And it helped a little bit, but now the mud's just drying and it's not really doing much of anything. We're almost back. I think I've got a mile and a half, 2 miles to go. Moments like this on the hike are what make finishing the hike worth it all the more and kind of give you that rush at the end, that adrenaline kick of I accomplished something. So we're getting there. We're good. Just need to get some fluids in me very soon. Made it back to the train tracks. I'm tanked. Yeah, so back at this last crossing, I'd feel much different right now if I were properly hydrated. I did not plan hydration very well. I should have filled that water bottle up much sooner. Like, look at that. Look at that. I want to drink everything. Everything. This is survival. I ran out of water and had to purify some more, and I can tell the swelling is going down. It's almost the same size as my other thumb, so that's good. Okay, now that we got some liquids in us, we're on the home stretch. I'm gonna get in my car and I'm going to find the closest place where something cold and sweet is sold, and preferably something with electrolytes. I can't forget my walking stick. I left it right over here. He survived. No, actually, it was a good call not bringing this the whole way because I just felt less encumbered. All right, we're almost there. There it is. There's the highway. We're done. We did it. Yay. Oh, mama. This thing is indeed correct, which I did try to calibrate it before I left, and I think it was calibrated to about 20 feet or so, so pretty close. We've got about 10 miles there. I'm curious to know what other remedies there are when you get stung on the trail. That's kind of what we're looking at now. And all covered in dirt and stuff because I tried to use mud to cool it down. And it kind of worked, but not really. And that little patch, like the sting pad, that didn't do anything. Yeah, that was fun.
I had a ton of fun doing that, and I hope you all enjoyed coming along for the ride. Thanks for visiting Sam Stuff Studios. I love doing videos like this, and there will very likely be more. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below, tell me your favorite place to go hiking, and I will see you all in the next video. I'm gonna go find some ice cream. Goodbye.